It's the next morning. 31st of October today. This is Long Meadow, this one. There's a brook that runs just beyond it, just behind the hedge there. Takes a lot of water away from the surrounding areas. Anyway, farmer did try and come and spray it. You can see where he got to, look. And then, yeah, had second thoughts. This one didn't get sprayed. There's another one that lies by the brook, didn't get sprayed. Well, he might come back. He might come back and do them, and we'll plant them last if it stays dry enough. This one here, it just, where the water laid for so long, it's just terrible. Foggy old start to the day, never good. Nothing dry. A few days ago, they were promising this week was, you know, it was going to be sunshine and warm, just dull, gloomy. And there's not much warmth there, so nothing dries, but it is draining underneath, so that is something we can say. Anyway, we need to get the tractor started, check her over. Last squabbling about under here where we changed some of the points last night. Always happens. I don't know why. You do them up tight, but you just get a couple that come loose. Anyway, under the middle, of course they were, so there I was in the dark under there squabbling about. Didn't have my tool, so I had to go and get that. But I got my tool now, so if anything else happens. Anyway, we need to grease up, get the tractor warm. We're going on to mix. We've got one more to do here, but that one laid water as well. We just want to give it another half a day. Just to, if it drains underneath, it'll be fine. Now we're on a bit of a lean there, so I just want to see oil in there. That's all I need to see there, which there is. Oh, and there's my morning phone call. Let's see what the farmer says. Right, well, we got a little bit of a change of plan this morning. Farmer's over at the next plot we're going to, and he just said, you know, with the fog, you know, fog is essentially just damp. It's really damp. And he's just said it ain't gonna, he's convinced it ain't gonna go right now, so we're going to go back to the farm, lick the cows, have a cup of tea, see if it lifts. But he said there ain't really much point in trying to attempt it. We're just going to make a mess. So fair enough. You got to know when to stop. You got to know when to quit. You got to know when to stop. Did wonder about this last night when I was going home. You could just see the fog coming down. I was like, oh, we're going to get everything over to where it needs to be for when it does go. Still the same day. We left it as it was foggy this morning, but look at the day now. The weather changed within, I don't know, 1 hour. 3 o'clock just started. It's 3:30 at the minute. It's going pretty well. There's a couple of wet places in this field. I've managed to go through them, but you know, tender. But it's surprising what this thing will actually let you do. So yeah, we're just going around the headland at the minute. I've got a few poles in here, so we'll see how we go tonight. If the fog comes in, it starts sticking the tyres again. We shall just got myself into a bit of a the corner gets tighter and tighter each time, to the point where you have to just cut it off. But I was yeah, not pleasantly surprised, but as soon as the sun comes out and dries the top off, it's surprising what you can get done. So anyway, I'm hoping to get this field done. It depends what comes in tonight. If fog comes in again, I'm going to get the headland drilled and then pick out. There's no straight edge to anything, but I have got farmers spray lines there, so what we'll do is just pick out one of his straight lines, and then we're hoping to make our way to this field in the corner here. We'll work to this end, that way we don't have to drag any mud off tyres through mixed yard. So yeah, just I don't know when we'll get an easier bit of going, but we will get some at some point. Maybe spring will be good, eh? Maybe. The sun's out at the minute. We've got about another hour of daylight, and fingers crossed. We just need a bit of wind. It's just nothing. It's just dead still. No wind, no rain, just we had fog till 2 o'clock. The sun comes out straight away. You just instantly you can do something. Anyway, I've got everything going here. It's nice and clear on the that's one thing that has been pretty good, is I can see my mark for a change. So yeah, pretty happy. Anyway, that's the finished job. Will it be I don't know. I don't know what will happen to it, but we're having a go. You never know when the weather's going to change, so this might be the best opportunity we have. So yeah, it's happening. We've got this one next door to do, and then on the way out of the farm we've got 2 little ones to do. I'm hoping to get this one and maybe next door done tonight. If I could, I'd be happy. It's all of a sudden got dark, and now I've got fog. I am not enjoying this drilling season. This is ridiculous. We're still going for now. Our wheels are still clean. Well, cleanish. I'd like to get this field done, but yeah, it's going to be a bit disorientating now. I've got a tree in here somewhere I've got to look out for. That'll be fun. Oh, coming up to the end. Literally, that's what I can see. Can't see a damn thing. Right, anyway, wish me luck. I imagine once it gets too damp it'll start sticking to the tyres, so I don't know. Without this it would be literally hopeless, so yes. Anyway, I'm going to do my very best here. It's never easy, is it? Just the moment it became good was at 3 o'clock. You get 2 hours and that's it. The C pipe keeps blocking up. I don't know what is going on there. I'm going to blame Robbo because it's the one me and Robbo can replace, but I don't think we did anything wrong when we did it, but there's no telling. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So, anyway, we're going a gear down, and we're just over revving the fan a little bit. I know it's not ideal, but we're just putting some revs on the fan just to get a bit more wind in there. That's all you can do, really. There's a tree. Can you make that out? I don't know if you can make that out, can you? No. Right, anyway, I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. Just want to get going and just get it in, but it's just going to fight. I imagine it's going to fight us every single field. This has been the most difficult it's been since I've been drilling, so whether it will be any good is another thing, you know. Right. Keep smiling, that's what we got to do. What day is now? 1st of November. Yeah, Halloween last night. I was drilling, I don't know, I didn't get home till 9 o'clock. It was blimmin' foggy as. I drilled the field, but Christ knows what it will look like. I don't know, yeah, I could just literally see a white wall in front of the bonnet. That's all I could see. I couldn't see the mark. So it was just slow going. It wasn't a big field, but it just took ages. Anyway, we got the drill back to the farm. There's 2 more fields over there we're going to go back to, give them a bit more time, because these ones are pretty good. This obviously first one straight into the slump. That wasn't no fun. Yeah, these are the ryegrass fields. You know, we were silaging these early on. Farmer and Keith get me some corn. Just some out the shed, nothing special, you know, the best stuff out the shed, Mike. I don't know what it'll do. It's you know, it's drilling okay. It's probably the driest I've drilled into so far, apart from that little corner. But anyway, we're on number, yes, just give myself a bigger headland on this one, and then we'll work our way to the next field, which is over there. It's been tricky. I've not enjoyed it. I've not enjoyed this one bit. I usually really like this time of year. Today will be alright, and it's light at the minute, so when you get into the dark you can't see. Kept having a spout block up, so this morning me and Keithy got the mushroom off and we had a look in there. There's nothing wrong in there. I shortened the pipe literally an inch just to try and straighten the run out. Farmer seems to think it might just be the high seed rate and the speed we're going, so I'm only doing 11.5k. I'm not going any faster than that. So anyway, this end's the dry end. Nice end this end. Anyway, we'll see what it does, you know. Yeah, everybody in the area is trying to have a go. Everyone's in the same boat. It's just difficult. It doesn't dry enough in a day, and then the fog comes in and makes it all wet again, and it just although it's dry as such, it just isn't dry. Anyway, our alarm's going to go off in a few moments, I imagine. Right, got to start a little bit. It'll be right that end because I've marked the AB that end, so I have to drill this little bit. And we are at the minute, we're literally drilling 1 coulter, 2 coulter, and we're overlapping quite a lot. But if you don't do it, you'll miss a big gap. I'm hoping this brings me some good luck today. I need it, man. Oh dear. What did we have last night? Yeah, just unblocking seed spouts in the dark, in the mist. You can't see nothing. Oh my god. Right, so Farmer and Keith here should be bringing me some seeds soon. I went home last night and it was foggy as, and it was wet. Everything was wet. I managed to finish the field I was in, but you know, nothing's been perfect going, nothing at all. It's been hard work, but it is going in, and this is about the best I've drilled into. Yeah, anyway, Keithy and Farmer set me up with some seed for the day, sorting cattle out. The old man's down there, he's what's he doing? He'll be buggering about the yard, getting straw and that ready. Linda's got busy on hay. Hazel's away with the kids on half term. If it stays dry, Farmer's on about planting a bit more, maybe putting some second wheats in, I don't know. We'll see. Let's get what we can in first and get what was supposed to be in. Oh god. Last night I was trying to turn back on myself and try and find the scratch mark. People ask me why you got the scratch mark there, but it's just a visual indicator, you know. You don't need it, you know, this thing's going to put you right, but it's just something extra visual that you can see to get yourself back in and on. Anyway, 11k. Our fuel gauge is working now. Not sure what that was all about. It was flickering about like mad. There's our seed in the tank. We can actually pump this up. I've got it still from last night. Yeah, seed in the tank. Low seed alarm just gone off. So we might have to wait 5 minutes for the lads to bring us some seed down. That'll be alright. But these fields are going to drill okay, so that won't shut up now, and it's very loud on the camera. There's our scratch line down there, look. And when we get to the other side, we should match in perfectly, because I've already done a straight edge down the other side. So when we get there, and I'll show you, that's what you get with RTK. I can put a straight line in on that edge down there, because there's a straight edge there anyway. And then as we work our way to the field, it'll work in perfect. In places last night, just where the gate was and no headlands, I was actually, yeah, you come in, the gate, so the gate's on the other side, I was doing, you know, missing a row each time. But you've got to be careful doing that. If you have something really wrong, go with a drill, like a leg, you know, something, or you have heavy rain come in, and then you've only got one pass, miss a pass, one pass, miss a pass, and you don't get back to it, it looks alright. Yeah, wow, what do you do with it? You know what I mean? So we always drill from one end to the other, most you know, in most cases, unless you get a field like that where, you know, if you need to get over to the other side and back without leaving any wheelings, when it's delicate like it is, you know, every time I lift the drill up, I'm paddling it down, you know, what it will look like after, I don't know. I'm trying my best to I'm trying my best to keep the wheelings down to a minimum, but you've got to turn round and it leaves a god awful indent in the field, look. Anyway, no tram lines going in. We don't want double tram lines. Farmer will make his own, so that'll do. If it was dry, we would definitely drill tram lines and it would be no issues, but because it's damp underneath, you know, you're squishing it all the time and you'll see them forever. You know, if we left a tram line and Farmer then puts his tram line slightly over to one side or the other side, yeah, just annoying. Right, we'll come back in a minute. Right, I'm a bit happier now. We're going, the going's good, the tyres are clean, it's going in. This one's gone in the best so far, so I got pretty high hopes for this. Limit C pipe was blocked again. We've I'm not sure what's going on there, but I've chopped some of the length off it and rerouted it a different way. It's blowing exactly the same as the others. If it blocks up again, we're going to have to go down a gear. It's the end coulter as well, so that you'll see it's done. You can't go back and do it. It's there's going to be two coulties misses. It'll look like one leg of a tram line. That's what it'll look like up the field, but I can't do anything about it. I've done my best. I've changed what I can. So yes, if it blocks up again, we will have to go down a gear, which will, you know, we're not going particularly fast, but we're not quite sure what's going on with it. Me and Rob changed it, and I routed it, you know, I made sure it was all in the same, we routed it the exact same way, and it was the exact same length, blah, blah, blah. It just could be none of the others are blocking up, so it sort of makes no sense. We've had the mushroom off, we've checked it out, we've blown the pipe out to make sure there's nothing in there. I don't know, what else can you do? Anyway. You're not going to see me very well. We finished our 2 grass fields down home, and we've just started. This was one of the winter wheat fields, and we were a bit disappointed with well, we planted it last year, didn't we, winter wheat, and the wet got it. Came very, very wet straight after we planted, flooded it all out, nothing grew apart from black grass and horrible. We should have sprayed it off, is what we should have done in the spring. Anyway, it's lovely and dry now. It's a little bit rough because it hasn't had a finishing, hasn't had like a Cultimax over it or a Power Harrow, but Farmer came and sprayed it, and while we're here with a drill, he said drill it, so that's what we're doing. And we got the 3 up the hill to go on to as well. I'm hoping, I absolutely loaded the drill to the, I'm sorry you can't see me, but I absolutely loaded the drill to the hills. So fingers crossed we can get this done without having to go and get seed. So I've got 2 poles in here, so I've got to pay attention. Gonna move on to one of the others. It's only 5:15. I hate this time of year. It does my head in. Oh dear. Anyway, we'll probably pick it up in the morning when we're doing some maintenance. I will show you that. We've got a full grease up to do in the morning. We'll be moving on to Alistair's tomorrow. If I can get one, maybe, depending on how late we get. It's just slow going in here. We're geared down, and it's just because it's a little bit rougher. So we might not get as much done as we thought. Come on. Cannot see the line now, so everything's a bit slower in the night time. You can barely see your mark out the front. So when you come round to line yourself up, it's a little bit trickier, a little bit slower. In the fog, it's even worse. But we'll get it done. And Keithy's left us some seed around the next field. Yeah, farmer's been spraying up at Alice's today. Keithy's been loading lorries, so I think he's had a bit of wheat, a bit of barley, hay lorry coming in, and he's been sorting me out with seed as well. So yeah, everyone's been flat out again today. Linda's been on hay on her own. So anyway, we're going to get this bit of drilling done. We're heading up to Alistair's. We've got a little bit left at Mix, we've got a little bit left at Collins, and then we will be done for the most part. And we'll be a bit happier. As long as it stays dry for a couple of weeks after, we'll be happy. So we'll see what it does. Anyway, I was quite surprised how this has come down. Unbelievable. So I don't know what you can see, and I apologise if it's just rubbish. But if I turn the light on, I can't see either. So anyway, here's a little look out the window. Get some big lights on if we want. There we go, we've got some big lights on now. See a bit more. There's the drill. We fixed the drill. We took a foot off the drill and we've rerouted it a different way, and it seems to have cured it, so that's a good thing. But how many stripes we're going to have in the field, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But you can't change it either, so there we go. Right, I'll pick it up in the morning.